said before, this is an adventure. She's already starting to build a tower. It's better than feet.
I don't know how we're still eating.
They eat three and a half hours. Hey guys, so today we're here in Veneto, which is in the north of Italy, in a really underrated region of Italy for food. We're gonna take you on a tour of traditional North Italian food. So stick around, you're not gonna wanna miss anything that we're gonna be eating today.
So the key is to not get hit by a car when crossing a road.
These streets are super, super small. Let's go.
Doesn't this feel like you're in your Nona's yard?
It's really cozy, really, really cute, especially in the fall.
If you walk into an Italian restaurant and they don't have that, just leave.
Yeah, it smells amazing. I mean, obviously it's gonna smell amazing if you're sitting right in front of the grill.
So we're starting off super traditional to the point where there is no menu. So you don't have to worry about any language barrier if you don't know Italian, because everyone here eats the same thing. So things in these restaurants go fast. We literally just sat down, we already have our bread, we have our Prosecco, Vernon already drinks some Prosecco, and then we have our chicken salads, and I believe those are sardines
with pickles and, sardines with onions.
and something else.
I might try that one.
No, but it's traditional North Italian cuisine. And caponata, which is essentially like sautéed eggplant. See, I told you they give you so much food in traditional Italian restaurants that you get an extra table, addition to your table.
Yeah, because we only have a space for two people, and so they needed more space for the food. This is a first world problem that I love.
Poi fettine di pane ricotta.
Oh,
Cotechino.
Bravo.
See?
di polenta, see?
No, pure.
Pule.
Sì.
All right, so yeah, she's already starting to build a tower of food.
There's more here. So we got ricotta meatballs, we got prosciutto, we got roasted pumpkin. I was thinking like 5 different languages, how to say it in English. So this restaurant also specializes in local cuisine, but also local seasonal cuisine. So this is like the most super Italian traditional restaurant you can get. And we have the local drink of choice, which is Prosecco, which is literally everywhere here. And that's why we call it a very underrated region, because everyone goes to Tuscany, including us, but this region literally looks like Tuscany without any of the tourists. And this is probably on par.
All
So
right.
what are you digging in first?
Well, we got to start with something. So I think I'm going to start with the ham, because
ham, okay.
this looks absolutely delicious. Cool.
I'm excited for that. It's pumpkin.
This ham is perfect. Kind of reminds me of like what the Michelin star version of what I would imagine as a kid Oscar Mayer bologna would be. This is 1,000 times better.
Oh, that cuts.
It's like grilled, I think. I hope it's grilled right next to that meat, but
Ooh, with those juices.
it's so soft.
What's one of the sausages?
One that we haven't seen before, it's called musette, which from what I just looked up, it's a type of Italian pork found specifically in this region in Friuli. And it's made with a mix of pork fat, pork meat, and the pig's head with a bunch of spices inside of it.
So that is this with polenta.
I want to try it.
Ooh,
Let's
Vernon.
go for it. Yeah, I'm feeling adventurous today. It's so buttery soft. It's like you could cut this with a spoon. It's so soft.
It's falling apart.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. There's basically nothing to it. Doesn't smell as good as it looks. Wow. Yeah, it's perfect. I don't really taste a whole lot of the spices in here. They're really, really subtle when it comes to spices in Italy. That's actually really good.
Also, while Vernon was eating, we got more food.
Yeah, I know they like to keep bringing.
Like, look at this. So this is the setup right now.
This is like 1.5 minutes per dish. So if you look around, you count all the dishes. That's how many minutes we've basically been here. It's crazy.
Did we tell them that this is the appetizer?
Yeah, we're just starting off. So this is, like we said before, this is an adventure. This isn't just a typical restaurant. This is like a journey of food in this region.
Starting to get a little jealous because Vernon keeps eating all the good food. So I'm gonna dig in for the meatballs. I remember seeing online somebody saying that there's like meatballs aren't a thing in Italy. They're clearly a thing. I mean,
if they're not a thing, what do you call this?
I forgot what she called this, what's inside. Something with ricotta. Also, the menu always changes, so if you ever do come in here, you probably won't have the same stuff. Chicken, ricotta, the sauce. The pasta sauce in Italy, every single time, it's just It's so fresh. So this may look like curry, but it's not curry. So I know it's some type of chicken salad. Sauce kind of hides what it is. So this might be a potato or this might be a piece of chicken. It is chicken. It is juicy chicken. It's a little acidic and vinegary. Very soft. I think this is celery. Celery, carrots, onion. This is delicious because we just had the really fatty sausage. So the acidity and like the saltiness of this really cuts through that. Did I mention we're still on the appetizers? Vernon's already mid-chew. What are you eating?
So this plate here appears to be a bunch of just fried vegetables.
Ooh, what is this?
And it looks like a meatball, doesn't it?
It's a veggie.
No. It's kind of like ground up chicken or ground up, I think it's ground up pork, fried, and then breaded with like breadcrumbs all over it. It's so good. So if you're wondering whether or not we're eating healthy, I mean, we are sticking to some vegetables here.
They're there.
And I think that this did come from a fruit, you know, so this is the healthiest thing in the world, but we're not going to do this every week.
We're still going strong. It's a little scary that we're still on the appetizers, but we're gonna, I don't know why I keep wearing white when we keep going to these restaurants. Learn from my mistakes. But this is the eggplant. I usually don't like eggplant, I'm gonna be honest. This has been fire roasted, and there's olives inside. And the tomato sauce, come on, you're in Italy, the tomato sauce is a 10 out of 10. The olives and the eggplant are just like the perfect combination. I love giving Vernon the best reviews. What are we eating now, Vern?
Yeah, sometimes you have to save the worst for last. This is something I'm not a huge fan of, sardines. And the thing is we do live in the part of Italy where these are common everywhere. Pickled sardines.
Are they pickled? Yeah, they look pickled. Like Vernon's face.
Yeah, they still taste like sardines.
So sardines weren't the only thing Vernon doesn't like. What's next?
So we have this other thing here called cotechina, which is another kind of pork dish. This part of Italy has tons of pork dishes, and this is probably one of the least liked foods that I've had since we've been here. And the reason why is because the smell. Just me, personally, but it smells a little bit like feet. It tastes better than feet.
Why are you eating feet?
But the reason why we dislike this is because we've tried to make this in the past. It was a huge fail, and because of that, we were scarred, saying to ourselves, never again are we going to try cotechino. But we ended up trying it here. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
I think it's a 50-50, whether or not it's
we
good.
did it wrong. That's our fault.
So we are 45 minutes in, and we're finally done with the appetizers. But now we're finally gonna move on to our premies. And in Italy, primi is essentially
First
pasta.
course.
Yeah, first course, but it's usually pasta. Usually pasta. I was gonna say something else, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's
Gnocchi
pasta.
or something like that.
Yeah.
It's usually the lighter carbs, and then they save like the secondi or the main course for like the meat dishes.
Yeah, so like all the meat stuff. So when you look at the menu, you'll have your appetizers, your primi, your secondi, and then your desserts. Hopefully we have room for that today. Yeah, this is a dish we've never had in Italy. It's radish, right? Radicchio
Radish.
and beans.
And beans.
You want to be the test subject?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, this is unique even for us, and we've eaten some crazy stuff in Italy.
This is good.
It's a strange combo.
I thought the guy said that this was something like a soup. One thing we've noticed in Italy is
I
they have
confuse my
soups,
soups and
right?
salads.
They have minestrone and things like that, but they don't have a lot of soups. You're really not going to find soups in places, even in the fall or the winter.
So we're still on our firsts and our premies. Now we have tagliatelle with porcini mushrooms, which are, again, in season right now. And we have a giant bowl of parmigiano. I might need another bowl. It is steaming, steaming hot. So one of the things I always see people complain about Italian pasta, which is pretty funny, is that it's chewy, or if it's hard, it's al dente. That's how it's done here. When we went back to the States and had pasta there, to me the pasta now in America is way too soft because it's just like, it feels way overcooked, but this is perfection. Wow. I'm not even a huge fan of mushrooms, but these mushrooms are so fresh. The oil the parsley, the Parmesan cheese. Wow. How are you still alive?
Barely, barely.
You ready for some meat and dessert?
No, I'm not ready. But that doesn't matter because we have to eat it.
Vernon, what have we gotten ourselves into?
This is the main course. This is the star of the show. This is what you see when you walk into the restaurant. And when we asked the guy what was on each one of those skewers inside of the spiadino, he told us it was rabbit, chicken, and pork.
Do you think we're gonna be able to finish this?
No.
I think I'm gonna have one piece. I don't know what's what. They all looks amazing. But I'm gonna have one piece, probably bring the rest for Atlas.
I think our dog would be able to finish this. Because even with this alone, they still gave us polenta, right? Corn. They still gave us potatoes. They still gave us these greens.
And we still have the bread.
It just doesn't stop here. Check this out. This is the bone inside. Look at this. Nothing.
Wow.
It's like nothing. They cooked this to perfection. We actually just watched them taking it off like a few minutes ago. Popped it on the plate. It's already ours. I'm kind of just smitten with it as a work of art.
Ooh.
This is almost like a religious experience. It's so damn good. So the outside is really, really charred, but not charred to the point where it's black. It's just like a dark red color. The inside is still super, super juicy, so it's not overcooked. It's not dried out or anything like that. And the rest of it just tastes absolutely amazing. It's exactly what you would want if you're eating pork ribs.
So I tried to pick the smallest piece, and I think it's the rabbit. So we got the skin. It's crispy and juicy at the same time. I don't know how. Oh, it's salty. It's just like the hints of saltiness and pepper. And when they stab the meat through, they put giant leaves of sage. Let's give it a bite. Oh, wow. Oh, hot. This is hands down the best rabbit I've ever had. It's so soft. It's like, imagine like the softest chicken breast you had, but even softer than that, and just full of juices and aroma and just herbs. Wow. Like, I feel like I can taste that fire.
A few moments later.
So you thought we were finished. Well, think again. We have some house-made specialty tiramisu and ice cream, vanilla ice cream with grapes that have been soaked in grappa. Because why not? Vernon?
Yeah, I mean, we're near where tiramisu comes from, and we're near where grappa comes from, so obviously this would be on the menu.
Give it a try, taste test.
right,
This is their specialty tiramisu. It's not the typical one we're usually used to. This is the motherland of tiramisu.
Not very sweet. Oh, Jesus. I mean, what do you expect trying to eat ice cream with a fork?
Why are you eating ice cream with a fork? I feel like in every video we have to have a Vernon's expression.
Ooh, wee.
Oh, I gotta try that.
I'm gonna get drunk off of that. That's very heavy with alcohol. Holy moly.
I don't know how we're still eating. We're going for it. Creamy, so smooth. Let's try this. Oh yeah. I'm nervous after Vernon's face. I'm a little nervous. All right. Do you know what's crazy? The lady behind me, right there, she doesn't have the ice cream. She just has a bowl of the grapes with the grappa. Like, it's a bowl like this, but it's just full of the grapes with a bunch of grappa.
We watched them drink 2 bottles of wine, which is awesome. And then she got that, so...
That's why they live so long.
She's gonna have a good afternoon, that's for damn sure.
You want more cake? You're crazy. You still hungry?
I don't want any more anything right now. I'm too full.
Hey Vern, how do you feel?
Like I'm dying. But we did manage to get a little bit to go, so we can give some to Atlas, our dog.
I think the soaked grapes, I was like recording.
The way you're holding your stomach right now, people are gonna think you're pregnant.
I'm dying. I don't think I've ever had that much food in one sitting.
Dude, and it's crazy because we actually just passed the 2.5 hour mark.
Are you serious?
Yep, and this is not uncommon here in Italy. People they eat 3.5 hours, lunch and dinner. So it's like eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not so much breakfast, but lunch and dinner is kind of an experience in Italy. And yeah, there are a lot of people that got there at the same time we got there, and they're still there. So that's how it is.
Atlas, do you approve?
You think he knows what's inside of it?
Oh yeah, look at him. He's gonna defend it from the kitty. Is it good?
Can I have some? He can't get to it, there's plastic and aluminum foil.
Atlas, you don't have hands. Vernon.
Oh, he's gonna bite my feet.
Atlas, come here. Come on. Who's a good boy?